Before we begin, this isn't a myth. It's not a campfire story. This is a real place, a real town, that was wiped from existence here overnight. The town was called Elden Grove, nestled between quiet hills and thick pine woods in rural West Virginia. It was the kind of town that didn't make the news, small, peaceful, and ordinary until it vanished. One day, Elden Grove was alive with the sounds of morning routine as children laughing, church bells ringing, and freight trains crossing through town. The next day, nothing, no signal, no mail, no people, only a blank space where an entire town once stood. Maps were quietly edited, postal routes removed, and government records erased, as if the town had never existed. A lone hiker, Robert Finch, was the first outsider to notice something strange. In 1971, while exploring old railroad paths, he stumbled upon a rusted sign that read, "Welcome to Elden Grove Estate, 1883, but there was no town, just thick trees, no roads, no buildings, and an unnatural silence, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. Curious, Robert asked around in the nearby Countessa, but no one seemed to remember a town by that name, except one old woman at a gas station, who whispered, "You're not supposed to ask about Elden Grove. People who do, don't come back." Robert Finch couldn't let it go. A town erased from memory, a place no one would talk about. Something didn't sit right. He returned a week later, this time with a tape recorder, flashlight, and a camera. He marked the trail, left signs behind him. He wasn't planning to disappear like the others. As Robert pushed deeper into the woods, the air grew colder. Even in daylight, the forest was dim. Birds stopped chirping. No insects, no wind, only the low hum-like electricity buzzing through the trees. And then he saw it. Ruins. Not just any ruins, stone foundations, twisted metal fences, and a rusted playground, half buried by nature, but still there, proof that Elden Grove had existed. He took photos, click, 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 but the images would never develop, not a single one. That night, Robert set up camp near the ruins. At exactly 3:12 a.m., he was awakened by the sound of children laughing, but there were no children, just shadows moving between trees, a swing creaking in the dark, and faint footsteps circling his tent. But when he unzipped the flop, nothing, only the sound of humming again, a broken bar, but now, it was louder, closer, like something was watching, something not human. By sunrise, Robert Finch had packed his things. He was pale, silent, but his tape recorder, still running. He left Elden Grove that morning and drove straight to a local radio station. He begged them to play the audio on air, live. He claimed it was proof that the town existed, a broken bar, and that something inhuman was living there. But the station manager refused. The tape, confiscated by two men in black suits. Less than an hour later, Robert vanished that night. He checked into a motel under his name, a broken bar, but never checked out, the bed untouched, his car still parked. All that remained was a handwritten note. "We weren't supposed to remember, we were supposed to vanish with them." A few weeks later, a local college student named Marla Grant posted a thread online. She had recovered a second tape hidden in her grandfather's attic. He had worked for the railway line that used to pass through Elden Grove. The tape contained 37 minutes of distorted audio, a broken bar, but in the background, you could hear a voice, a child's voice, whispering the same phrase over and over, "Don't follow the tracks, don't follow the tracks," and then a broken bar screaming. After Marla's thread went viral, paranormal investigators, journalists, and thrill-seekers began hunting for Elden Grove. Some returned shaken, silent, refusing to speak. Others never came back at all. One popular YouTuber live-streamed his trip into the supposed location. The stream cut off abruptly at 3:12 am. At the same time Robert Finch first heard the laughter. His last words were, "There's someone behind the tress, a broken bar, they're not human, a broken bar." His body was never found. In 2023, satellite images leaked online showed heat signatures deep in the Elden Grove woods, but the temperature readings were impossible, pockets of intense heat and cold right beside each other. A whistleblower from a federal agency anonymously claimed that the area was quarantined in the 1960s after a dimensional rift was discovered beneath the town. They said the town wasn't destroyed, a broken bar, it was relocated somewhere else, somewhere not meant for us. To this day, Elden Grove cannot be found on any modern map, but hikers still report strange things in the forest. A rusted swing set in the middle of nowhere, footsteps behind them, though they're alone, and always that low, electrical humming that grows louder when the sun goes down. This town didn't just disappear, it was erased, buried under lies, silence, and something far more terrifying, because the truth is Elden Grove is still there, it's just not on our side anymore. How did you like the story? Let us know in the comments below. To watch more chilling stories like this, subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us bring you even more spine-tingling tales from the shadows.